Hello, 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 and welcome to Dantean Energy Presents numero 16. It is an honor and pleasure. Thank you for joining me in this moment, the present moment, in any moment. We get together to honor the present moment in any way, shape, or form. Each class or session is usually about 20 to 30 minutes. It consists of a brief introduction and a topic of discussion, a guided meditation, and then some parting wisdom. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, our warm-up. Tune in and tune up. So any form of expressive movement you would like. Be shaking, dancing, be tapping, anything you feel good. And we're just trying to loosen ourselves up as we introduce today's topic, words. May I allow words? May I appreciate words? May I understand words? And may I let go of words? May I allow, appreciate, understand, let go of? May I allow, appreciate, understand, let go of? May I allow, appreciate, understand, let go of? May I allow, appreciate, understand, let go of words. Oh, no right ways to do that, no wrong ways to do it. You can say anything you want, you can do anything you want. It's really just trying to shake us up from whatever we were doing just a few moments before. Lovely. And now this valuable reminder, the real meditation is how you live your life. Some wise words of John Kabat-Zinn. Now is also perhaps a good moment to set an intention. So feel free to do so if that is part of your practice. Lovely. So today's topic of discussion, words. What are words? Well, one definition for words is a single distinct linguistic element. One way to define a word is a single distinct linguistic element. A lot to unpack there. Another definition is the smallest unit of practical meaning. The definition of word being the smallest unit of practical meaning. Word. Smallest unit of practical meaning. Why do we care about words? For one, it can provide understanding. Helps us kind of get to the depth of whatever is going on. It can also allow us to be expressive, and that can be in any way. That can be an activity, or that could be, something verbal, written, any form, creative. Words are almost essential for expression. And then finally, insight. Seeing life and the world and anything or yourself as it is. Gaining insight. Words are a valuable tool for that. So how do we practice or work on words? One way is to study. Explore. Exposure. Furthermore is to practice. Using the words. Putting it into action. Repetitively. And meditation. And I think particularly in the realm of meditation, moving away from words, moving into non-conceptual thought, kind of stepping away from words and language through a practice of meditation, being more present-minded, is a great way to practice and gain more words. Beautiful. And now it is time for our meditation on words. So find yourself into a comfortable meditative position, whatever that means for you. Your posture or position in meditation may be the object of your meditation. And as we continue to settle in to the present moment, let's first begin by tuning in to our senses. Perhaps looking around and seeing what we see. Tuning into our environments, hearing what we hear. Now feeling, touching whatever we are touching right now. Smelling whatever we are smelling. And tasting whatever we taste. Now feel ourselves in space, our sense of orientation, and finally turning inward, our inner sense. And as we continue to turn inward, now is an opportunity to gently close your eyes, if you would wish, or perhaps a gentle, fixed gaze. Good. And we'll begin our practice with the foundation of the breath. First, tuning in to the breath. Beginning to pay attention to the sensation and the experience of breathing. Not thinking about the breath. There's no right ways to breathe, no wrong ways to breathe. Simply breathing. If our mind wanders, return again to the sensation and experience of the breath. Perhaps feeling the cycles of the breath, the in-breath, the out-breath, at your own pace. Perhaps finding a moment of stillness in the breath. Good. Now, let's begin to introduce into our conscious awareness words, whatever that means to you. There is no right words or wrong words, simply bringing into your conscious awareness words in any way, shape, or form. As we continue observing the words in our conscious awareness, let's also begin to meld together with the breath the words of the breath. The breath of the words. Words and the breath. No breath, no words. Good. And now we continue to expand our conscious awareness from our breath to throughout our bodies. You may start anywhere that you would like, but perhaps starting at your head, scanning down through your face, and your eyes, your nose and your mouth, your jaw, noticing your tongue, wrapping around to the back of your head and the neck, moving down to your shoulder, going down the arms, biceps, triceps, flowing out your forearms, all the way down through your hands and out the fingertips. Coming back up feeling your upper back and chest, mid, lower back, wrapping around to your belly, feeling any sensations there. Experiencing your points of contact, legs, knees, feet, all the way down to your toes. Connecting with your body from your head to your toes, however and wherever you are able. Feeling in to the body, allowing any sensations or experiences of the body to be. Turning towards anything we may be feeling in and of the body. Perhaps turning towards, allowing, accepting, and offering phrases and forms of loving kindness towards whatever we are feeling. Good. And now, let's again bring words to conscious awareness. And this time, overlaying words with the body. Feeling the words of the body. Feeling the body of words. Feeling words and the body. No body, no words. Good. And as we continue to expand our conscious awareness from the feelings of physical sensations in our body, let's expand further to anything we may be feeling at all. Complexity and emotion, feeling whatever it is in our experience and perception. Allowing those feelings to be, accepting, turning towards. Asking ourselves, how do we feel right now? Good. And now, we are so inclined, turning towards those feelings and offering phrases and forms of loving kindness, allowance, and acceptance for whatever we may be feeling in the present moment. Nice. And now, once again, let's bring into our conscious awareness words. And this time, let's feel into words. The feeling of words. What do words feel like to you? Feeling all and any feelings of words. You may feel it in the body. It could even be a particular emotion that arises. What is the relationship and feeling with words you have? And as we continue to feel words, let's take a moment to perhaps notice or recognize how our feelings have changed from one moment to the next. Good. Now let's bring our conscious awareness to something else. Let's bring it to our mind, turning towards that wonderful, powerful mind in all of its complexity and wonder. Let's first begin by observing the mind. Can we notice the volume of the mind? The patterns of the mind? Tones of the mind? Speed of the mind? Perhaps the weight, the movements, anything you may be observing of the mind. Simply turning towards, allowing, and accepting the mind as it is. And if we are so inclined, perhaps extending some phrases and forms of love and kindness to our minds for all it does. Good. Now, using that amazing and beautiful and powerful mind, let's bring to mind, in the greatest detail imaginable, words. Noticing all the details of words, anything you may envision and imagine. Exercising that mind, visualizing in greatest detail, words. Good. And now, we will do something different. You may start with the words you know, all of the words that ever have been, that you've ever said, and all the words you may say one day. Begin with that, connecting it to all the words that have ever been spoken, all the words that ever will and ever have been in the present moment, all of the words in all of the universe. Imagining for a second all words, infinite, complex, interconnected, yet unified under its one true nature of word. Good. And now, just as we brought word or words to conscious awareness so many times, let us too let it fade to nothing. Words let go to nothing. And as we do so, moving and concluding towards a metta loving kindness practice, let's first begin by bringing into our conscious awareness an object or entity that we connect with very easily. Good. Offering phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. Lovely. And next, bringing ourselves to conscious awareness, showering ourselves with love and kindness in any way, shape, and form. Now, bringing to conscious awareness someone who has helped you recently, offering them phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. Good. And next, bring to conscious awareness someone or something or a situation in which you know is having difficulty or suffering or challenge, and offering them phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. Good. And next, bringing to conscious awareness someone you care with or care for very deeply and profoundly, and offering them phrases and forms of loving kindness in any way. And finally, bringing to conscious awareness someone who has influenced your life in a positive way who you would not else otherwise think of. Bring to them conscious awareness in this moment and offering them love and kindness in any way, shape, and form. Good. Now, as we continue and begin to conclude our practice, let us acknowledge and allow and appreciate that a plethora of experiences may have arisen throughout this session. May we continue to turn towards those experiences just as we did then, just as we will in the moment, and at any time, with allowance and acceptance, seeing with the eyes of wisdom life as it truly is. And slowly and gently, whenever is feeling right for you, begin to return your attention to the room, to your surroundings, to your space, to your body, and to your breath, and thank yourself for honoring this moment and for honoring yourself. Thank you. Lovely. And now, for some parting wisdom. Zenkai, the son of a samurai, journeyed to Edo and there became the retainer of a high official. He fell in love with the official's wife and was discovered. In self-defense, he slew the official and then ran away with his wife. Both of them later grew and became thieves, but the woman was so greedy, Zenkai grew disgusted. Finally, leaving her, he journeyed far away to the province of Buzen, where he became a wandering mendicant. To atone for his past, Zenkai resolved to accomplish some good deed in his lifetime. Knowing of a dangerous road over a cliff that had caused death and injury to many persons, he resolved to cut a tunnel through the mountain there. Begging for food during the daytime, Zenkai worked at night digging the tunnel. When 30 years had gone by, the tunnel was 2,280 feet long, 20 feet high, and 30 feet wide. 2 years before the work was completed, the son of the official who he had slain, who was now a skillful swordsman, found Zenkai out and came to kill him in revenge. "I will give you my life willingly," said Zenkai. "Only let me finish this work. On the day it is completed, you may kill me." So the son awaited that day. Several months, and Zenkai kept on digging. The son grew tired of doing nothing and began to help digging, and after he helped for more than a year, he became to admire Zenkai's strong will and character. At the last, the tunnel was completed, and the people could use the tunnel now in safety. "Now cut off my head," said Zenkai. "My work is done." "How can I cut off the head of my teacher?" asked the younger man, tears in his eyes. Some wise words. So thank you all. It is an honor and pleasure as always. I appreciate you tuning in to this moment or any moment, If you got anything out of it, think about making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly supporter on Patreon. Please like, share, or comment. I have the goal, our goal, my goal, everyone's goal, shared goal, is to connect with as many people as humanly possible. So anything you might do helps towards that goal, literally. So again, always a pleasure. See you again, weeknight, 7:30. Much love, best ventures. Until next time. Adios.